Okay, so basically what I'm going to show you guys in this little video is that I want to show you guys how to calculate the coordinate points where all these lines meet up. All right, so I'm going to kind of label some of these graphs so that it's easy for us to kind of mark out. So I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is graph 1 and graph 3. So that's the red and green graph, which you can see the two intercept points are there in the highlighted area there. So those 2 points. Okay, so my two equations are, I've got y equals, so I'm going to do 1 and 3. So y equals 2x minus 3 and y equals x minus 3 squared. Okay, so with this video what I'll do is I'll also have the graphics calculator with me so you guys can actually see how I get the solutions as well. So because both of these y's, I can kind of put them equal, I can put them equal to each other. So I've got 2x minus 3 equals x minus 3 squared. So expand the quadratic. So you got 2x minus 3 is x minus 3 and x minus 3. So expand the quadratic. I've got x times x, which is x squared. X times minus 3 is minus 3x. Minus 3 times x is minus 3x. And then negative 3 and negative 3 is positive 9. So I've got 2x minus 3 equals this, which means I need to rearrange everything so that one side is equal to 0. I've got x squared minus 3x minus 3x plus 9. And then the 2x from the other side, which becomes minus 2x. Negative 3 becomes plus 3. So simplifying this, I get 0 equals x squared minus 8x. 9 plus 3 is 12. Now, at this point, I mean, if you can actually see that you can factorize it straight away, but if you're not comfortable with it, have your graphics calculator opened up, go into equation. What have we got? Polynomial, 2 degrees, and our a value is 1, our b value is minus 8, and our c value is 12. So when we solve that, we actually get 6 and 2. So that means we can say that x is equal to 6 or 2. Okay? Now that's not enough. You've actually got to figure out what the y value is. So what you got to do is you got to actually put, when x equals to 6, y is equal to, I'm going to choose the straight line, guys, because it's easier to, kind of easier to substitute. So I'm going to say y equals to 2x minus 3, which means I'm going to get 2 times 6 minus 3, which is 12 minus 3, and it's 9. So my first point is 6, 9. And then when x equals to 2, I'll put in y equals to 2x minus 3 again. 2 times 2 minus 3, which is 4 minus 3, which is 1. So I've got the point 2, 1 there. So if you guys go back and have a look at the 2 yellow dots there, you can kind of see that it's actually at that point right there. I'll show you guys in Desmos itself so you can have a look. So that's that first point there, which is 2, 1. And that's that second point there, which is 6, 9. Okay? So you guys should be able to do that. Like, that's going to be nice standard parabola and straight line matching. Now, if I was to do it with the purple line and the red line, it's pretty much going to be the same thing. All right, so I'm going to get you guys to do that at a later time. But the one that I want to have a look at next is the green line and the blue circle. All right, so basically I'm looking at, let me just say green and purple. So I'm going to take out this. So I'm looking at this circle and I'm looking at this straight line, and I want to figure out where they actually meet. All right. So that's equation number 2 and 3 I'm going to be looking at. So let's go down. So equation 2 and 3. What are my 2 equations there? Give me a second, man. Okay, so number 2, what we have is we've got the circle and then we've got the straight line again. So we're going to kind of have a look at that. So my circle's equation is x minus 3 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 4. And then the straight line equation is y equals to 2x minus 3, right? Now this part, watch what happens, guys. There's nothing really changes than what you did from the previous one. It's just this one little extra step that you got to do. So the step is this. Right now, you've got y is equal to 2x minus 3. That means you can actually replace the y here. Notice how I've highlighted all of them in the blue color, which means everything in the blue color is the same thing. So that means I can rewrite this equation now as x minus 3 squared plus, instead of writing y, I actually write 2x minus 3 minus 1 squared equals 4. So notice how what I've done here. I've actually replaced y, that entire y, with 2x minus 3. Okay? So that's all. Then it's just expanding the quadratic, simplifying it, and solving it. So what I've got here, but remember with this second bracket here, you've got this one extra step to do now. So you got to go 2x minus 3 and minus 1 will actually become minus 4. And then so that's just 2x minus 4 squared. And then here I've got x minus 3 squared plus equals to 4. Okay? So all I've done is I've actually got rid of that y and I've replaced it with an x. So at this point, I've got a bunch of quadratics again and I've got to expand them. So I've got x minus 3 times x minus 3 plus 2x minus 4 times 2x minus 4. All of that equals to 4. Okay? So then I do the whole FOIL method again. So I've got x times x, which is x squared, x times minus 3, which is minus 3x, negative 3 and x is negative 3x, negative 3 and negative 3 is plus 9, plus, then I've got 2x times 2x, which is 4x squared, 2x times minus 4, which is minus 8x again, and then plus 16, and all of that equals to 4. So at this point, I want to collect my like terms. So when I say like terms, I look at all my x squareds. Okay, there's no more x squareds, so that means that's going to be 5x squared. Highlight that yellow. Next, I need to look at all my x's. So I've got negative 3x, negative 3x, negative 8x, negative 8x. And when I combine that, I've got negative 6, what we got? 16, 11, 11, 22. Minus 22x. So that's all the green part that's highlighted. And then finally, the numbers by themselves. In this case, I've got 9, positive 9, and positive 16, which is plus 25. And all of that is equal to 4. So I rearrange this so that one side equals to 0. I've got 5x squared minus 22x plus 25. And then when I bring the 4 onto this side, it becomes minus 4, which equals to 0. Simplifying it, I've got 5x squared minus 22x plus 21 equals to 0. At this point, I write down my a, b, c values. So I've got a equals to 5, b equals minus 22, c equals to 21. So I've got 5, negative 22, and 21. So there's my two answers, where x equals to 3 and x equals to 1.4. Now remember, guys, we said we're going to use the straight line, right? So I'm actually going to put down x is equal to 3, x equals to 1.4, and then I'm going to write my equation down. Y equals 2x minus 3. Y equals 2x minus 3. So here, I'm going to get y is equal to 2 times 3 minus 3, which means I end up with a point of 3, 3. That's my first point. My second point is y equals 2 times 1.4 minus 3. That's 2.8 minus 3, which is negative 0.2. So my second point is 1.4 and negative 0.2. So let's have a look. If I go back to my two things, so see how those 2 points actually pop up there? So it's 3, 3, and 1.4 and negative 0.2. And those are the 2 points that I've actually got there. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop here for this particular video here, because what I would like you guys to try and attempt is, now that I've shown you guys with the green line and the red, green and the blue, what I would like you guys to try is the purple line with the red parabola and the purple line with the blue circle, and have a go and see whether you actually get the right answers, okay? So just follow the same working out as we did. Cool. That's it for this little video here.